And we are live. Guys, welcome to the first episode of the Sports Frequency. We have with us Mihir Sawant, I-League winning coach of Gokulam Kerala FC. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Abhishek. It's a pleasure having me here.
All right, so we did spend a lot of time together in the bubble. So before we get into the bubble and the fun part of I League and what all we did, let's begin with your journey on how you started off in this career.
Yeah. So first of all, I am from Loyola High School in Pune, and I used to play hockey before. And
Hockey.
as I used to, yes, I used to play hockey before, and so I was striker. So we had a team in Pune where I used to play for, like a club, and they also had their own football team, which they started.
Okay.
So I insisted on playing for their team also, and I started regularly for play, like in the 11, and that's how my footballing local football journey started. And I started there striker, and I was like the most disciplined person, coming like half an hour, 1 hour prior to the match, and like with kit and everything. It was that way for me. Can you hear me?
So how did you
Yeah.
find your passion in goalkeeping? Like that's what I want to know. Everybody wants to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like we had a match against one of the top teams in Pune, the now disbanded team, DSK Shivajins. We had a match
Okay.
against them, and I didn't find my name in the first 11. So I was like,
Okay.
"Yaar, this is not fair." I mean, I've been regularly coming for practice. I've been coming for matches and all everything, and you guys aren't putting my name. I actually cried. I actually literally had tears in
Okay.
my eyes, and I was like, "At least make me the goalkeeper. I will try my level best to save goals." And
Yeah.
that moment was like a turning point for me. I stood in the goal, and I was like as short as, you can say, Vinci from Gokulam. So I was as
Okay.
short as
Yeah.
him. That was at the time when I was 14 years old. So I
Okay.
stood
So
in the
you were a
goal,
kid
and
basically back then.
yeah, I was like 14 years old that time. So that was like my first game as a goalkeeper. And though we lost that match 1-0 just because of my height, I conceded the free kick like just outside the box. So it was like, okay, I mean, you cannot do anything for my height that time. So, but it was like I
Yeah.
got the best goalkeeper. I was awarded with the best goalkeeper, and since then, like my goalkeeping career started. Everyone
Mihir, I think
I mean, there is no
your
goalkeeper, and
audio
after Stadium
is.
pledge. Yeah,
I
can
think
you see me
there's some
now?
trouble. Yeah, yeah. Now it's stable. Okay, that's cool now.
Yeah.
Continue,
So it
please.
was like everyone were like, you are fearless, and I think you need to start saving the goals now, becoming a goalkeeper. So I started keeping the goals, and I got a lot of best goalkeeper awards in Pune and around Pune. We went for like some state level tournaments and all, and I got the best goalkeeper award over there also. And then I was given a chance to play for Dempo Sports Club also, like the under 16 and the under
Okay.
18 I League. That was my
Yeah.
first breakthrough.
Dempo.
That was my first breakthrough.
At that
Yes.
time, I think Dempo was one of the best teams in India
It was
at
the
that time.
best teams. Yes, it was the best team
The best.
in
Yeah.
yeah. They're like under the tutorage of Armando Colasso. He was a very good person. He was a very good goal. He was a very good head coach. And at that time, I was being helped by Abhijit Mondal, who is the current goalkeeping coach of
Okay.
Indian Arrows.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
just training under him, I was also called up for the senior team. I was asked to train with the seniors, and everyone like Ranty Martins, Bolaji, and all, they used to call me Junior Abhijit.
But
Yeah,
then you
so
guys met in the I League as well, both
uh,
as goalkeeping coaches. So that was
yes,
definitely special for you.
yes, it was like some different moment for me. Once like a coach and a goalkeeper, and now we both are colleagues.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I will not say colleagues, but he's still gonna be my idol. He's
yeah,
still gonna be my
absolutely.
senior. He's gonna be my senior.
Yeah,
He's
even
gonna
though
still
he's
be
your
my
idol,
idol.
yes. So even though like he's your idol, then at the end of the day, you guys are like facing each other, like fighting it off
I
on the
can't hear you.
pitch. Am I audible?
Yes, fighting it
Yeah,
off on the pitch. Yes, very
yeah.
much. But it was like it's you can say now the first time when we met as coaches was when I was in Jamshedpur and he was the goalkeeping coach of the 80K reserves. It
Okay.
was that was the first year when we were colleagues, you can say, or say rivals. And
Rivals
secondly, it
is
was
actually a
when
better
I
word.
was in Gokulam and he was in the Indian Arrows.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So rivals would will be a better word, I feel, considering you're facing it off on the field, trying to beat each other. Like, and it's a healthy thing that's there.
Yes, yes, it is actually. Yeah, I can
So
say. Yeah, healthy relationships also on the field and off the field. Off the field, though, it's like he's like an elder brother to me, and on the field, it's gonna be foes always.
so growing up, uh, a- a- anyway, like recent in these days, only players still struggle to like follow their passion, especially if it's football. So growing up, what are the struggles that you had to face, like to pursue this career?
Well, to be honest, I was supported by my parents a lot. My grandmom, my grandpa, my father, my uncle, my dad and my uncle are both are into sports, and so is my grandfather. So they supported me a lot. It was like not big. It was because of their support I am here right now, and all God's grace. So it was like I have been through struggles though, a lot of injuries, a lot of career threatening, life threatening injuries. There were like a few injuries which I would like to tell you all. One was my fractured skull, where I played a tournament in Aurangabad and I fractured my skull, and I was in like coma for like around 36 to 48 hours. And it was like if I wouldn't have got operated, I would have become epileptic. And
Okay,
that was my second serious surgery. First was like, I mean, I've gone like I've broken both my knees. So my left
both.
kneecap has been broken. Yes. So my left kneecap is broken. My patella is broken into three pieces while playing
Okay,
football, and my right knee, the ligament has been torn. The ligament, the ACL, the lateral meniscus has been sutured, and the medial meniscus has been excised. So these were the two knee operations, and my skull.
and you hurt your
And
hand as well, right?
yeah, that was at home. I mean, I was just playing, so the glass broke, and that's how it happened.
You've been through a lot of injuries, man. Like, is there any part
Yes.
of your body which has not been like operated or been messed up with? Is there any part?
No. No, I will say no.
All right, I get it. Uh,
Yeah.
anyway, other than injuries, which is actually a very concerning thing, especially if you're an athlete, if you're a footballer, even a cricketer. So, how was it when you were dealing with those injuries? Like, what was your mentality at that time, not
That's
being
a
able to
good
play?
question. That's a good question. My father, I mean, he had to come to watch my match when I was playing for Deccan 11 against Shivajins, and I broke my nasal bone cartilage and my cheekbone, and I was
Okay.
immediately pushed to into the ICU. and I was in the ICU like for 7 days. So that was the time when he supported me the most, and he was like, "Dude, you have fucking broken your skull, you've broken your knee, and you are like, why are you just keeping taking this injury and just sitting?" So he supported me a lot, and so did my uncle and everyone. Everyone supported me mentally and physically also. So they were like, you are a lion, so you shouldn't it shouldn't concern this, like it shouldn't be a concern for you having these injuries and all. You can still get up and play. So I mean, that's how
Right.
everyone supported me mentally and with their encouraging words.
But that's really good when the support comes from your family. It always feels good, and like you get motivated as well. So on that context, we actually have a comment, like a question for you from Sri Rupa Kar. She's asking, how do you keep yourself motivated during your difficult injuries? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question, Sri Rupa. It was like, see, it is all the self belief. You should have that self belief that yes, I can come back, and I can come back literally stronger. If you have seen, you can see you can see Douglas De Silva. If you have seen him, he had broken his shin bone at the time of the East Bengal Mohan Bagan match, and then you have in account Shankaral Chakravarti also, who had broken
Yeah.
his leg at the time. I mean, when he was tackled by Chima Okeri, but they were like, you can say they came back stronger. They did come back stronger, and that was really well. It was really well. And there are many other players like outside like in Europe. You can say, you can take an account of Cristiano Ronaldo himself. He's been keeping himself fit even after his
Yes.
ligament surgery. And you can take an account of Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. Ramos is a
I
beast.
mean,
Like there is no other
yes,
way
yes,
around it.
you can never say
We have
yes.
another question from Prakhar. Prakhar, he's a very good friend of mine and one of the panelists as well.
Yeah,
Experience
Prakhar.
with working with Coach Alberto. Prakhar, I
Yeah.
think uh, I know the answer, but then Mihir, just go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, see, he was always our head coach, and he was as young as I am. I mean, like, not exactly as young as I am, but like a few years elder to
Yeah.
me. But it was my first experience working with a foreign coach, and it was like he was more of a friend than a coach to me, at least. I mean, I don't know about how professional he was with others. Yes, but when you were on the field, we were always professional with each other, and we used to sit with each other. We used to study the opponent teams, and we used to study our own team. He used to take my advice. He used to ask me like as to how I am, how the goalkeepers are doing, how the other players are doing, but in with regards to the first 11, the first 18, and all. Yes, he did. He was a good coach to work with, and I would love to work with him in future also, if it's God's will.
So definitely that would have been my answer as well. I've spent a lot of time so with him
Yes, exactly.
interacting. But then we'll come back to that part. That's the fun part that we're still waiting for. There's a lot of stories that we need to talk about. Uh, the
Yes.
before that, like you definitely won the I League. I still remember the comeback when Sharif like pulled it in the free kick, and you guys started the comeback, and then goal after goal, and then you guys won it at the 90th minute, like at the final whistle. How did it feel that yes, you have won the I League?
Well, I just got nice goosebumps over my body right now, listening to just what you just told us. It is like a dream come true for me, to be honest. I still have goosebumps on my body, and they're increasing now as I'm talking to you. It was
Yeah,
like it was. I don't know. I mean, what do you say? I'm still feeling excited now. I'm still feeling excited.
I
It's
still
like
remember the
it,
scenes in on the Kishore Bharati ground. I don't have the clips with me, as I told you, but I still remember them vividly. So, what was going through your mind at that time?
See, first of all, I mean, there was a parallel match going on between Churchill Brothers and Round Glass.
Yes,
That we
that
knew
was
that
quite
Churchill Brothers
intense.
is going to. Yes, so Churchill
Yes,
Brothers were supposed to win that match. So
yes,
I was like, what my gut feeling was, why do I want to depend upon the other match when you are capable of winning the match against Trout?
correct.
Even if Trout wins, what it's going to be God's will. It's actually going to be God's will. If it is Trout going to be winning the I League, or it's going to be Churchill winning the I League, or it's going to be us winning the I League, it's going to be all God's will. So it was like I had belief in my team that they will win this match against Trout. But when we conceded that goal, we were all
Yes,
tensed. Yes, we were all tensed, and I was quiet. I was in my mind just praying, praying, and praying to the Almighty. Ki, God, if it is your win, if it is your will, let us win it. Let us win it. And that was like in the 67th minute when we scored that spectacular free kick, courtesy Sharif Muhammad.
Sharif, Sharif.
Yes,
Like he was at God level in like at that time. I still remember I
that
ran
is
on the other
yes.
side, and man, that was really a brilliant moment. Uh, so at the final whistle, I remember everybody was getting excited, that, but then we had Rizwan there who was like telling everybody like just calm your feelings down, just
Horses.
keep quiet. Yes, calm your horses down. I didn't say that word because I don't want to, but then you understand.
That's
So
yeah.
calm yourself down and like just be patient. It's like 4 or 3 more minutes. We are already winning. The score was like 3-1, right? 3-1. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was 3-1. So just when the final whistle was blown, I particularly remember you went crazy. You were running, you were screaming, and like it was like pure joy in your face. Like I love to watch it. Like how you celebrated, you went about with all the players and all. Like just tell the audience something about that feeling.
Yes. See, first thing I'll tell you, like, since the time when we conceded the goal, I literally started praying first thing, and I literally had tears in my eyes since the time when we conceded the goal. And when we conceded the goal, and so when we scored the goal, the equalizer, I still had tears in my eyes because a draw for us wouldn't have been useful other than 3 points.
Yes,
I literally had tears in my eyes since the time we conceded the goal. And when the final whistle was blown, it was like the tears of joy. Though as a player, I never have won an I League, but, 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 as a coach, you can say it was like a turning point in my life, and winning the I League for the first time in life, which I always wanted to. It was like a dream come true for me, and it was like a dream come true for my parents. Because for my parents, it was like I could see that happiness when I spoke to them on the phone after the match got over. I could feel that happiness. I could see that. I could actually literally imagine that happiness on the phone when I spoke to them. It was like it was really. I'm sorry, but I'm not able to express those feelings. Literally, I mean, winning the I League. It
let's
is.
just pull up a picture for the viewers here. This one.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
I mean, the picture
probably
might
one
say
of
it.
the best picture that you have, and like it's all like whenever I see it, it's like memories. So like this is something I think that you are going to cherish for the rest of your
For
life.
life.
And
Yes.
anybody in your place would definitely like growing up watching the I League, playing the I League, and then finally winning it,
Winning it.
and even winning it for in a such a dramatic and emotional way must have
Yes.
been very special.
Very much.
So
Yes. It was. It
you
was.
have
It
won
was
the
the
I
nice.
League, but yeah, so you have won the
Continue.
I League. Uh, so let's track back a bit. to how when
Uh-huh.
I-League started, the bio bubble, which is the infamous bio bubble, which when people talk about, when people call you like, oh, you're in Novotel, okay, you're in Hyatt, so you must be having a great time, you must be doing great. Uh, but what's the reality actually? How does it feel? Like from your end, I would like to know the first 7 days in quarantine and then 3 months.
Okay, first of all, we came to Calcutta to play the IFA Shield on the 2nd of December.
Yes.
But unfortunately, IFA Shield, it would be the moment to forget. We couldn't, like, unfortunately perform well. But even after performing
Yeah.
well, I mean, you can say, there are some, like, flaws what happened, but that's fine. That's okay. I mean, that's all a learning process for us. So since then we were into a bio bubble, but then that bio bubble, you cannot say was literally a bio bubble. So
Yeah.
since the 26th, sorry, the 27th of December, we went inside the AIFF bio bubble, which was
Yeah.
literally like a jail for us.
Guys,
We
reality. Guys, reality. Yeah.
Harsh reality, harsh. It was like a 5-star jail for us, but
Yeah.
it was, again, I can actually thank and salute the AIFF for holding
Absolutely.
us, and absolutely taking us, I mean, understanding us and understanding our situation, and taking all our dramas and all. Like, they might be saying, like, what kind of drama queens they are.
I was in your
It's
floor. I know everything, man.
Yes, exactly. You were like our LOC, you can say, along with Rohan. So it was like,
Yeah.
you can understand literally how it was. I mean, like, having our food inside the room, like, keeping it
Uh,
outside and all. Literally, it was going to do that way. I was like, God, when are we going to go out of this jail? The
yeah,
first
but
in the first 2 days only, I was like, literally, dude, my head has started paining. I want to get out.
yeah. So, like, we'll get back to the fun. But on a serious note, what AIFF did is actually very commendable because uh, in both hotels we had Novotel and we had Westin. So,
Yes,
in both of the two hotels, there were not a single positive case, not a single one in the whole 3 months. Even all the positive case, like there were two or three, all those were false
I was
positives.
one of them.
Not
I was one of
Yes, you
them.
were one. Yeah, it was a false positive, and it happens all the time. It happens everywhere. But it's like
Yeah,
we have to give them the credit that they maintained the bubble so like efficiently that there was not
disciplined
a
in a very
single
disciplined way.
in. Yes, players got irritated because of the discipline. Everybody got irritated, but then it was actually done for the benefit of everyone, and they did it successfully. So that's really
Exactly.
commendable. You have to
Very
give
much,
them the
very much.
credit.
I would actually salute them. I would salute the AIF for this. Yes.
So let's get back to the bubble. So how was like your average day inside quarantine in the first 7 days? What was your day like?
I mean, see, the breakfast used to come at 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock,
Yeah,
and we literally did not have anything to do. Only thing is,
yeah,
we had a Zoom session every day, like, for like around 45 minutes to 1 hour. And we were watching the players, and we were supporting them in literally with the core exercises, a little bit movements and all, everything. So that was like our 7-day quarantine period, which took place. And it was like, elsewhere we didn't have anything to do.
right.
We couldn't even come out of our rooms and players or the coach's room. It was that strict for us.
Yes, like it was really strict. They maintained it like in a very fearful way, to be honest. Like at least
Very
for
much.
us. Yeah. So apart from the Zoom sessions and all, there was really nothing to do other than that small window that we had. But you stayed there with Arif, right? Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes, he was a
kid.
kit manager.
Yeah. So how was
Yes.
your stay with Arif? Like how is he like as a
See,
roommate?
they say na, every team needs to have one gunda and one joker.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'll not say who the Gunda was, but yes, Arif was one of a person. He was like a gem of a person, to be honest. He was like a
Yes.
joker. Everyone likes to joke, and everyone is a joker in the team. But yes,
Yeah.
he was like a very, very, very decent person, very down to
Very
earth, and
helpful. Very
he,
helpful.
very helpful, very
Yeah.
helpful. He always used to mix up with everyone, and
Yes.
he used to come and he used to shout, "Mira, what you're doing?"
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
literally like, it was like the interpretation problem, and he was a pure Malayali, and he understood. The feelings, you can say, "Bhavna ghar pe pahunch gayi." It was that way with him.
Yeah.
So it was
So,
like,
talking about Bhavna, I think I got a video of you. Let's play this for the viewers. And that's I think Arja, like from behind, who is telling Bravi, Bravi. I
yes,
know the story behind Bravi. I know the story.
yes, yes, yes. So Bravi is, it was like, Bravi is the, you can say, like the patent dialogue of our head coach.
Yeah,
It is the
yeah.
patent dialogue of our head coach. Bravissimo. He was
Bravisio,
the
exactly.
head
He was amazing. He was amazing, man.
head coach was
Yeah,
the
I
best.
remember when the 7-day quarantine came to an end. Uh, Arif Arif came to my room, uh, like, of course, to meet Rowan. He came to my room and he gave some like his like snacks from his native place. Like I don't know what's it called, but I heard that he was giving it away to like almost everyone. Like not only his team, and we were not even part of Gokulam Kerala, and we were like just 7 days in. Even I didn't know you properly at that time. We had a like
Yeah, we did have
some
we had a small
brawl
fight on YouTube.
fight on the internet before we met, but
Yes,
then that's fine. That always happens.
that is
But
a
then
professional fight, you
that's
can say.
yes, professional fight. So that's the most that we actually interacted, and I interacted personally with any of the Gokulam Kerala staff or players. But then that was a very good gesture from his side, that like, okay, these guys are not even our team, but they are in our floor, so let's give them something. I really liked it. I really appreciate what they did. And also
No,
you also invited
it
me.
wasn't that way. That, okay, fine. If they are on the floor, then let's give it to them also. He is such a person that he'll get mixed up very thoroughly. Thoroughly he'll get mixed up
Yes.
with people. It's nothing in his heart. Like, okay, fine, I have grudges against you, so I'm not gonna be with you. So it is that way for everyone,
Yeah.
with regards to him. It's just like me. I don't hold grudges against anyone, and I get mixed up with people thoroughly, irrespective of what they are, what their position in certain places
Yeah.
are. Fine. You are a person. I am a person. I'm a human being. You are a human being. It's always that way. Okay, fine. If you like me, you will continue talking to me. It's that
Yeah.
way for me.
Right. So once the 7-day quarantine ended and the training sessions began, how was it like training and maintaining a biobubble at the same time?
Well, it was just like a professionalism. What was taking place in the bio bubble. Training, coming back, resting, training, coming back, resting, going for food, coming back. It was just like what a player and like what a player is supposed to do. See,
Right.
roaming around, going to malls, going for movies, that is a different thing. But if you see, like, what the professional player needs to do is exactly what the bio bubble has shown us. It is
Yeah.
that way. I would say it is that way, because when I was there, it was like just a Saturday or a Sunday outing for us. Because Sunday we always used to have a free time, so Saturday night, it's not exactly Saturday night. We used to go like in the evenings. Okay, fine, let's go to the mall and come back in the evening, or
Like
let's go for a
that's you're
blockbuster.
talking about like non-bubble situation, right? Of course,
Exactly.
non-bubble. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I was
So
like
it
thinking,
was.
when did you guys breach? I was just thinking about it.
I wish.
Going
I
to the
wish we could
malls?
have breached.
No, no, no. With me around, I don't think I would have let you guys breach, man.
You were half the
But
time inside the room. Okay.
me, I was hardly in the room, and I was always there, like maintaining the bubble and all, you know. But
Yeah,
then
you were
that was
downstairs.
a
Yeah.
good experience. But then, yes, just continue with the with what you're saying.
Yes, so it was like, yeah, so now in the bio bubble, it's like, yes, at times if you are out, I mean, if you're inside the jail and if you're just training, eating, sleeping, training, eating, sleeping, no, I mean, you need to have a small outing at least somewhere or the other. So, I mean, these guys
Yes,
used to like go into other people's rooms, just watch movies together and all, eat. Yeah, I mean, we had one thing which was like really good for us, that we had a general coordinator in the likes of Arpan. So he used to get us food,
yes,
and that was like the cheat
yes,
times what we used to do. So like get food, get some stuff and all. So that was like the
yeah,
best times. Okay, chalo,
yeah.
we'll have some chips.
Arpan did a brilliant job. Like I
Very good
remember
job,
he's
yes.
like he was out there like
Yes,
24/7, like helping you guys out like brilliantly
yes,
from the
yes.
outside. So, and what was the routine like inside the hotel? Like when you're not training, and in the early days, it was like uh, you had training almost every day. But then after I think 1 month or 1.5 month, it was changed to uh, match day plus one won't be any training session. So it's going to be only gym for you guys. So what was that day like?
Yes.
Like before a match day, suppose you have won the match or you have lost the match, what was the mentality like the next day? So how did
Well,
you cope up with it?
yes. So match day minus one, as you know, we just had a 45-minute to 50-minute session, and
Yeah,
it either used to go be at Sai or it used to be at Salt Lake.
yeah,
So the match day, whatever the result used to be, we always used to have a gym session for the players who have not played. So it was like a thorough session for them.
all right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so it used to be a thorough gym session for us where Profi used to take the session. So the match day plus
Okay.
one used to be like a rest day for us. I mean, for the assistant coaches. Only
Yes.
Profi used to work along with the head coach. Like at times, even head coach used to like he might be taking an off. I mean, we never know about it. So it was that way for us. So I
It
mean,
seems
this
there are a lot of questions for you. Just you finish off and then we'll get to the questions.
yeah, so then it was that way. I mean, so then again, then after the match day, then the gym session, then the next day used to again go in for the tactical and the technical sessions,
Yeah.
what the opponent team is. So we used to work according to what the opponent team has to play. So the defensive phase, the attacking phase, that is what we used to work on.
So that was definitely, I think, very intense sessions like what you had in the tactical sessions.
Yes, yes, as you have seen them.
Yeah. So Acha, you have a question from Catherine Hatton. What advice would you give to budding goalkeepers? Plain good question. Even I had this question
Yeah.
for you.
Okay, first of all, I mean, you need to have focus that what you want to achieve. Like instead of just train and train, it is not going to be possible. But for the prehab and the rehabs, you need to have a good amount of diet and a proper diet. Like if I'm not wrong, Sunil Chetri is a pure vegan. So that doesn't mean
Yes.
that you will not have a good diet. Even if you're a non-vegetarian, it's okay. Or if you're a vegan, it's okay. I mean, you still have good diet in the likes of paneer or like in any of the protein milk products and all anything like that. So
Yeah.
you need to have that balanced diet while you train. And plus, first thing, you need to cut down on the social media. Actually, to be honest, and
This is a point that
secondly,
no one actually talks about. It's good that you're talking about it.
yeah, I mean, see, mostly, okay, if you want to post in videos of your training sessions and all, I will never stop you all, or no one can ever stop you all, because India is a democratic country and you guys have the authority to post anything and everything you all want. But that should be into certain limit. Cutting down your social media platform, then rest, having that rest and play period, the training and the resting period, you need to have that into balance. So
Yeah.
it's like eat, rest, train. That needs to be balanced. You need to have a minimum of 8 to 10 hours proper rest between two training sessions, to be honest. And if you have an intense
Yeah.
session, then the next day should be like a normal or a light session, or you can have in for a rest day. But I would always personally suggest if you go in for a light session and the next day will be an off session, because the lactic acids needs to be taken out.
Right. Right. So it's actually about high intensity training and a good amount of rest and recovery that would actually help you develop, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, very true. Yes.
All right. Uh, Shirupa Card has a very interesting question here. Let's take this one. Do you think a beginner who started playing football at the age of 2021 can cope up with the situation? Is it a drastic step or it's okay?
You cannot say like a drastic step. There are many people who have started at the age of 18, 19, and they've still been playing professional football. I mean, it doesn't matter how late you'll start. It all that matters is how early you cope up, how early you pick up the training sessions, and how early you start playing professional. Because nowadays, like, people and the teams, they are roping in players at the age of 16, 17. If you can see, if you see Vinci was there for
Yeah.
the reserves team, but he caught the eye of the head coach and he was directly picked up into the senior team.
Yes, and
So
he
it is
was
not
given a
it,
chance and he grabbed the man of the
and
match as well.
yes, he did. So it is never late. It is never late to start football. There's always a saying: "It's better late than never." It is
Yeah.
all upon your self belief, like how you can cope up with it. Fine, no problem. Even if you don't go and play at the ISL level, you can always play like at a professional level where you can earn at least a
Yes.
decent amount as per your satisfaction.
Yeah, that is also important. The financial side of becoming a footballer.
Yes.
Devendra Joshi here is congratulating Gokulam and you for the I League. So
Yes.
that's
He's the
good.
person whom I was with in Mohammedan Sporting. He
Okay,
was in
so
the
he's your
senior
friend.
team where, yes, he was there in the senior team whilst Shabbir Ali was the head coach. That
Okay,
was back in
okay,
2010, 9, 10.
okay. A long time back.
And
Uh,
yes.
Feisty Uchiha has a question for you. What do you think are the reasons for which Indian football is lagging behind European football? What are the aspects that need to be included or revised? That's a big question. It's a very deep question as well, broad question. So if you
Um,
can answer it
See,
shortly,
AIFF is doing a lot for the Indian football, though the
which they
results
don't get the
don't.
credit of. Yeah.
Exactly, yes. Though the results don't show what they are doing, but I would always say that AIFF has been doing a lot for the Indian football with the likes of exposure trips. Like, if you have seen the matches against UAE and, um, if I'm not wrong, Jordan or Bahrain, they played a match,
Baren.
played these two matches with irrespective of the results. I mean, they have been spending a lot of money. They've been spending a lot of money on the players, the coaches, the infrastructure, and all everything. See, it is all in the self belief. Again, I'm telling you, it is all in the self belief.
Yes.
What you need to do. It is. It's at all. It's not that Indian football is lagging behind, as everyone has been telling that Indian football is called the sleeping giants. Now Indian football is coming up, as you can see the ISL, and now if you can see the recently concluded West Zone Group E championships, which just took place, like the AFC Champions League, where FC Goa performed really well, and there were few Indians who also performed really well. You can take in account of Brandon Fernandez, Glenn Martins, and our new star Dheeraj Singh Moirangdam, who was
Oh,
the
who
goalkeeper.
has been outstanding.
Yes, he's
Outstanding.
been
Yeah.
outstanding between the sticks, and he was the first choice goalkeeper for the Under 17 World Cup, which concluded
Yes.
in 2017. So you can say it is like that is like the stepping stone for for the success of Indian football now. Because
Absolutely.
if at all it wouldn't have been for FC Goa, there was no other
It's
team, you can
we
say. And
correct.
now you can say like ATK Mohan Bagan and ATK, yeah, like ATK Mohan Bagan now they'll be playing the AFC Cup
Yes.
Southwest Zone qualification now in Maldives. So it was
Yeah,
like
they're
two
already
different
there. Yeah.
entities, and yes, and it was like two different entities. And now when they merged, it was like they were lucky enough to play, and they are a stronger team now.
Definitely. They
It
are like
it is
definitely one of
yes,
the strongest.
yes. And if you can see the pool E, the group E of the West Zone, if you could see, like they were like the top team was Persepolis,
Yeah.
and they were like a very good team, along with Al
Yes.
Rayyan and Al Waida. These
Yes.
were the first time. These were the first time where we were playing. I mean, FC Goa. You can say we, because FC Goa is the Indian team. So I will
Yes.
always say like, okay, yes, it was we.
Exactly.
So it was
Exactly.
like a first time. It was like a first time for the FC Goa, and they really, really, really played well. And I watched all their 6 matches, whatever they played. They really played well.
Tactics Show has a question. So, what is your advice for the upcoming young coaches who do not have a proper footballing background and or experience? I mean, uh, I think they want to say that they don't have playing experience, but they want to go into coaching. Like actually possible, right?
Yeah, see, I mean, it's always like not always like a best player can become a best coach, or not
Yeah.
like it is always that way. You can Mourinho, what did he play? I mean, he's still the best tactician. So Alex Ferguson has played at a very good level. He has been knighted now.
Yeah.
He's been given the position of Sir Alex Ferguson now. So
Yes.
you have a lot of places. It's not necessary that you should be a very good player or you should have a very good experience to become a good coach. It's not necessary.
Absolutely. So it's definitely possible to like go about your training and be a coach even if you haven't played professionally.
Yes, very much. You just need to have that. Um, what do you say? I mean, you need to have that eyesight of how you can analyze your team and how you can analyze the opponent team, and what is the weaknesses and the strengths of both the teams, and what is your player capable of doing much, much, much better than what he is doing right now. This is
All
what
right.
is more important, and this is what a coach should always have in mind. Because that
All
that
right. So
that brain and that vision you need to have
yeah.
within every coach.
So how do you develop that? How do you develop the vision? How do you develop like it comes with practice?
Yes, it does come with experience also. See, there are
All
many
right.
coaches. If you can see, Jan Law, he's the youngest A license holder
A license.
in
Yeah.
India. I mean, with an I League experience, and currently he's with Biratnagar in Nepal. And
Yeah.
you can see like I'll give you all two instances whom I have seen. One is Khalid Jamil, the current head coach of the Northeast United, and a pro license. Along with him, Clifford Miranda. Man,
Yeah.
I mean, what do they have? They have got an excellent playing experience. They have a very good playing experience. They've donned the national colors. They Clifford is a ex-TFA cadet.
Yeah.
So with his experience of playing, and he has a wider vision. That's how he has become a pro licensed coach, and that is how he is there in FC Go as you can say as a current head coach along with Juan Ferrando.
Yes. Yes. So it all comes down to experience and lots of practice. So it's definitely possible. There's no way around it. It's going to take a lot of hard work, of course. Uh,
Yes.
Catherine Hutton has another question. How important is self-discipline during training sessions?
Yes, very much important. Discipline in the training session is always going to be important because if you are not disciplined enough, you will not be focused into what you want to achieve. For me, what is my achievement is to don the national colors as a goalkeeping coach. So, what do I need to do for that?
Yeah.
How do I need to take those baby steps? Or you want to leap? If you leap, you will fall down in the middle. So always the baby steps are more important. You need to go day by day. You need to go day by day. So for that, yes, self discipline. First thing is like before you enter the field, you need to be focused. Okay, what is the focus on for today? What is the main focus for today? What are we going to
Right.
do? That is what we need to focus on. So we need to plan yourself well in advance for the training sessions.
All right. So it's like basically thinking about the training sessions the night before. So when you go to sleep, you're thinking that okay,
Not
tomorrow
exactly the
session
night
we
before. As you finish the training
all right
session, you are traveling back home. Okay, so when
at
you
that
when you
time.
travel back home, that is
Yeah.
the rest period what you get. So you need to start
Right.
again for the like understanding like okay fine to analyze the training session what happened today, and
All right.
then to focus on the next training session as to how we can progress for the next training session for tomorrow.
Okay. So that's like back to back. You have to always be in the zone to
Yeah, I mean
like
like
make
coaching
it.
is a 24-hour job. Coaching is a 24-hour job. So you need to be focused, and you need to thoroughly analyze each and every training session minute by minute, or you cannot say minute by minute, but yes, you need to analyze each and every player, how he had been performing today, how he needs to perform for the next day, what do
Yeah.
I need to do as a coach, where was I lacking, so how do I go upon for the next training session.
So it's a lot of responsibility that comes on with the tag of a goalkeeping coach, or even like, of course, head coach. There's more responsibility there, of course. Uh,
Yes.
but then at the end of the day, when you see your team win, that's I think, the ultimate satisfaction from your end.
Yes. Again, even though we win, it is a good thing for us. For me, especially, it will always be a good thing as a goalkeeping coach when my goalkeeper keeps a clean sheet. That is what
Yes.
is more important for me, keeping a clean sheet. That is like for me 3 points, 3 points achieved. Because it is always said like how many ever goals you save, people will always point that finger at you for conceding that
Yeah.
one goal.
Yes, absolutely. That's a
So for
like
me, it
very correct
is
thing.
yes. Yes, so for me, it is always that way. Okay, fine. If you keep a clean sheet, you have achieved 3 points,
All
and
right.
that's what exactly Ubaid did for us.
Yes, Ubaid, man. This Vikash Panthi saying, congratulations, coach. Ubaid was amazing, and I wish you all the best for AFC Cup and the upcoming season.
Yes,
Ubaid was
thank you so much,
brilliant.
Vikas. Means a lot. Means a lot to us. Thank you so much, Vikas.
So Akash Biswas has a question. No promotion, just a trophy to fight for. With all due respect to the silverware, the biggest setback for the I League clubs under this circumstances. How do the coaches motivate their players?
From second division to the first division I League. I mean, for me, I League is the topmost level of the national football. I'll be honest with y'all. For me, yes, football is only going to be like the I League for us. ISL has recently come in and they have become the top tier league now. But winning the trophy, winning the I League trophy itself is something really, really, really what any person would want. Because I League has been since like 98, 99, or probably even
Yeah.
earlier than that. I'm sorry if I am
Yeah. Before
I
that, it was like National
national
Football
football.
League.
Yes, when JCT won the first I League, the national league. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so it's
definitely from, well, yeah, continue. Go ahead.
yeah. So for me, it is gonna be like I League becoming the winner or the silverware is itself in it's a great achievement for us. Yeah, I mean, you cannot say like with all due respect just the silverware. No, for us, trophy is always it is like वो कहता है ना कि शान है वो शान वो
Yes.
हम लोग की
Pride.
शान है आई लीग एंड इट्स लाइक अ प्राइड फॉर अस यार एंड नाउ वी कैन से कि द प्रमोशन एंड द रेलिगेशन विल बी कमिंग एंड इट इज कमिंग सून
Yes. So then the actual fight is going to begin. Like,
एग्जैक्टली
so that's when the fun will begin. I feel so. Yeah.
that is going
So
to be the real fun.
talking about fun, I saw a question from I saw a comment from this guy. I think you remember this guy. This very let's play cricket on the terrace.
Yes, Swanjit, we I do remember that was just the day what we got to play, and it was like we were still inside the bio bubble, but we still broke the bio bubble also in a
No,
in
no,
a
no.
in
That
a in a
wasn't
small way.
like we didn't break it, man. We actually like
No, we didn't. Okay,
engulfed
I'm sorry.
that part inside the bio bubble as well.
Yeah, it was like it was just the day after what
Sanitized and all.
we
Yeah.
yes it was fun playing cricket that time. It was fun playing
Like on
cricket.
the
I mean, it was
terrace,
like
it's like
yes.
fresh air.
Very much. But I mean, still in the 35 to 40 degrees temperature at like around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, it
Yes.
was like different for us. We sweated our asses out, but it was really good playing with all the AIFF master students and all the LOCs. It was really fun. It was really fun. Yes.
Yes, yeah, we like all came together. Like at like in the beginning, the things weren't like that, but as time passed, like it became like a hostel kind of a setup where like you
Yes.
know which wing is where, who is which type, which team is like this, which team is like that, and then who are your
Yeah.
friends, which team you can hang out with, and all these things happened. And of course, the great uh, pier where we used to have our food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was the time when
Our
everybody
meals.
socialized. Meals.
Yes.
How are the meals?
See, I mean, the initial stages. I mean, to be honest, when we had come for the IFA Shield, the food was really well. It was really good. But
Yeah.
later on, like when we went inside the AIFF bio bubble, I mean, the food was good initially, but later on, I mean, it was like, yeah, same food.
It's the same food. The
So it was
quality was good. It
the
was healthy,
quality
but it's
quality
like the
was
same
good. It
food
was
every
healthy,
day.
but yes, it was the same food every day. But then later on, in as the AIF as the I League came to the close, the food the taste of the food started deteriorating. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
But then
yeah,
we
I mean
had biryani as well.
yes, in the later stages, yes.
Yes,
But
yes. The
that
last
again,
4 weeks.
that again, yeah. And I was happy when I could taste the spicy food which I was longing
Yes.
for. Because I
Yes,
me
there were
coming me
two
coming from the
separate
west side,
places. Yeah.
yes. Because me coming from the west side, Maharashtra, Goa, I will always want to do spicy food, and I love spice. I love spicy food. So even in my professional days, I used to eat spicy food. I mean, I never used to care about my diet and all, but for me, spicy food always was like close to my heart.
Yes, but then like at the dying stages of the league, like the ending stages of the league, they had this segregation where this side it's going to be spicy food and on the other side it's going to be mild food.
Bland. Yeah.
So I think
Yes.
you were on the
The spicy
former
side.
side. Yeah,
Yes.
of course. But the
Yes.
players weren't allowed.
If you no, if you see in the later stages, like the end stages, Sharif Muhammad, Awal, Aja, Dennis, they were also into the spicier side. They had like by now they have been like freak, forget it. And we are having spicy food now. I mean,
Yeah, I
they start
remember.
liking the yes.
Yeah, the Indian spices. Yeah, they started like slowly like understanding the taste of these and like comparing it with their like native country food. I still remember Awal telling me that in my country we have so many food. What are you eating? I don't like this and all. And then after when the spicy food came in, he didn't talk too much about it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
still remember
Mm,
Adja who took like 5 or 6 pieces of fish. Like he made a mountain of a fish. And then I heard
yeah.
from Sharif, I think, or someone that he went to the room, he washed those fish and then ate them.
Okay, that I have no idea about, and I will
I
not
heard
comment
this.
on that either. But yeah, I mean, first thing is like, okay, fine. If I am from a service background, I know. I mean, there were at times that I had a fight with the captain out there, Vikram. I remember
Oh,
he was
yes,
he was
yes, Vikram.
he was trying to teach me. I mean, like, no, sir, the food is like this only. It has been cooked this way only. Dude, I am from a hotel management background. I know how it is. Yeah, come on.
No, but the experience was good. They did work hard for
Yeah,
us,
no, I
for
mean,
our
yeah, yeah,
well-being.
yeah. I would always salute them, man. There are many people whom I became friends with out there. I mean, like, I forgot their names. One of this guy who went outside the bubble later was there in the
Kazi,
initial stages. No, 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 no. The staff of Novotel, the service staff.
Kunal.
I No, Kunal was there. Kunal was there till the last. He was there in the service. He was there in the service, not in the lift. I forgot
Okay,
his
okay.
name. Anyways, like if I get him.
Yeah, I still don't like. It's like this. It was just like a month and a half back when a month back when it all ended. So
Yes.
like everybody, like all the 6 teams in the hotel became like a family, and it was a really good experience. Okay, so you have another question. A lot of questions for you today.
Sure.
Hi, coach. This is Deepa. What is the main thing for a goalkeeper should think during game?
See, first thing is like you shouldn't think anything else, anything done to just save the goals, to keep a clean sheet.
Yeah,
That is what is more important for you to understand in football. You need to have focus on how you will save the goal. Okay. Secondly, goalkeepers do 90% of their work just by talking. The 10% of the work is done by, I mean, at the most, by saving, by diving, by going 1v1, smothering, and also on. So 90% work is done by just by talking, but clear and concise.
right. Uh, for a lot of people who don't know, Mihir was actually in a movie. So I've got a few pictures of those movies. I'll just pull them up. Let's see if I can get them on the screen.
I hope
Yes.
they recognize me in that movie.
Yes, like, come on, like I can recognize you in the movie. I'll try to pull up the video as well.
Uh-huh.
So, what was this? What year is this?
Okay, the shoot happened back in 2017. It became late for because I think they were still deciding as to whether they should make a movie or they want to make like a few episodes of the same. It was that way. So that is where it got delayed.
All right. So this is the scene where like the penalty shootout scene in the movie.
Yeah, that was like when Amit Saad, whose name is Ravi, he got he like he won a penalty for his team in the match.
Okay. So good experience. Like how is it? How is it like when like you're working in a movie in a like in your in
Your voice is
representing
cracking, Mr.
goalkeeper?
Sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So how is the experience like when you're working in a movie with movie stars in a setup like football?
Well, first of all, I mean, initially the first hour or two, Amit Sir took time to mix up with us. But
Okay.
when we started talking to him and interacting with him, he became more and more friendly with us. And if you see, Ronit Roy never has that attitude. I told him ki like whenever I used to call him sir, he used to like sir kon hai be? He used to look here and there as if I mean he's talking to I'm talking to someone else. So he was like,
Yeah.
"Abe sir kon hai be?" I'm like, "Sir you." So he's like, "Abe dash 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 dash."
Yeah, yeah, I
My name
get
is
it.
Ronit Roy. You can call me Ronit, or you can call me anything. But why sir? I mean, तू मेरा स्टूडेंट नहीं है, मैं तेरा कोई लगता नहीं हूँ, तू नाम से बुला सकता
Ah.
है मेरे को. It was that way. He was that friendly. And even Amit was that way, and so was his co-actress Diksha Seth. They were all friendly.
Yeah, but then how did you get into it? Like, how did they contact you?
Okay,
How,
first of
how
all, I
did
mean,
that happen?
we were called by the district association. They had called them, like they wanted players for the shoot. So
Okay.
it was good for us. So the secretary called me and he told me like, okay, fine, you need to go for a film shoot, and please you need to report at this time. So
Must have been fun.
we yeah, it was fun. 3-4 days, it was really fun. And Amit when Amit was, I mean, at the time of the penalty shoot taken, it was like the best moment. He told me, the director, he told me to go on one side and Amit will shoot on the other side. I was like, dude, you want to make it filmy or you want to make it real? I asked him first, like, dude, it's a film. But I would actually, I actually suggested him, like, I called Amit bhaiya. So like, bhaiya, you hit it on the right hand side, I will go on
Yeah.
the right hand side and I will concede the goal. And if you can see the penalty taken out there later, I mean, in the movie, if you'll see, you will actually find it like a proper movie being into reality. A goalkeeper going the
Yeah,
same
the
side, but
red
but
card.
still scoring. Yes,
Yeah.
the red card as well as conceding the goal. I mean, me conceding the goal.
Yeah. Must have been a really enriching experience, but also a different experience, a completely different industry, coming on, approaching the district association. So that's good. That's good, man. Like, good to see you on a movie, and you were telling that it was being streamed today at in Aeros, right?
Yeah, it was released on the 24th of March. 23rd we played
Oh,
a match, and 24th I watched the, sorry, 20, yeah, 23rd, 21st we had a game, and then 27th, yes. So 24th
all
of
right.
March it was released on Eros now.
Okay,
And lucky us, that shot was taken in one go. We did not have to take a retake for that
great.
for that penalty taken.
That's actually very rare in like films, like take having a shot in one go. That's really very rare. That's
Yeah,
good
I
to know, man.
mean, yeah, even Amit was happy about it, and so was the director.
So, talking about these situations right now, what's happening? Like you're in Maharashtra, like Mumbai, I think now at the moment.
I'm currently in Goa.
So, what are you doing in Goa, man?
I just came here for a small holiday. My relatives' place, my godparents, you can say, who
Okay,
were
okay,
the real people to take me out of all my shit what I was into. And really, I mean, to be honest, it's all God's grace that he sent them in my life, and that was like a life changing situation for me. Yeah. So I'm at that
that's good.
place, And I was like, it was nothing for me to do here, just sitting idle. So I have a friend of mine named Joshua over here who owns this academy, the Youth Futsal Academy. So
Okay.
I started coaching over there, like just like the kickabout coaching, like futsal. So I was like, I told him like, uh, if you want, I can come and I can coach the goalkeepers out there. So I was just coaching the goalkeepers, and unfortunately, there's a lockdown in Goa now, so everything
Yeah.
is shut because of the COVID situation.
Yeah, so talking about the COVID situation, like just after the I League, you signed for some club as the head coach, right? I didn't really get to know that story really well. You can tell me.
Not really, but I was supposed to join, but due to this COVID, I couldn't, and for that, I mean, nothing has been happening as yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like after the I League, like once this COVID second wave, and like I'm hearing about a third and a fourth wave now. Like things are getting
the third
worse.
the third wave is up again now, and this wave is only catching kids who are like between 5 and 13. This is what
That's
is
bad.
the worst part.
Are they even being vaccinated? Like, is it even safe for them to get vaccinated at that age? Like, what are the
No, no, no,
repercussions
no,
for it?
no, 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 no. People after post the age of 18 are allowed to get vaccinated as of now, as per my knowledge.
Okay, okay. So,
So
the
the
18
kids
plus
are
has
like,
recently started, I guess.
yes, yes, like a few weeks back probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the conditions are really bad out there. Uh,
Yes.
so, like, I just had this question for you, which I really want to ask. That is, how do you scout a goalkeeper? Like, uh, there are a lot of kids. Usually, kids don't want to play. Like, no offense to the position, but usually 1 out of 10 is going to say, "Okay, I'll go for the goal." But maximum are like, "मेरे को striker बनना है, I want to be a winger, I want to run, मेरे को midfielder बनना है." Like, very few want to be center backs, defenders, and there are fewer who want to be goalkeeper. At least in my circle, that's the case. So how do you
Yes.
like understand
Rahul
like
Giri
this
was
guy
one of
can
them.
act? Rahul Giri? Okay, Rahul Giri, I get it.
Yeah.
So how do you understand?
Uh, First thing is like nowadays goalkeepers are being searched who have got a good height. Okay.
Okay, that is
Secondly,
important,
yes.
relatively.
Going to secondly, nowadays football has come up a lot where if you see David De Gea, Manuel Neuer, Ter Stegen, they are
Yeah.
all well versed with their playing with their feet. So this is the
Yes.
second part, like how good are you playing and how comfortable are you playing with the feet to play as a fifth defender, you can say, or the or
Yes.
the or the sweeper keeper, what you'll have given the name as. So nowadays it's like goalkeeper is a part of a team, not apart from the team. And goalkeeper is the 11th player, not just a goalkeeper who used to just stand in the goal, like, okay, fine, only when the ball comes, I'm going to dive and I'm going to save, or I'm going to come ahead, I'm going to
Yeah.
smother. No, you need to become the 11th player because from the goalkeeper is where the attack starts.
Right. So
So this thing, yes, please.
yeah. So in that way, you would like how would you say that goalkeeping has changed?
See, first, goalkeeping has changed, I would say, because if you see in the modern football, mostly players and coaches only believe in build-up play. And if you see if the counter wants to if the counter if the goalkeeper if the coach wants to play the counter attack game, the goalkeeper plays a most important part in it. So
Right,
playing with
initiating
the
the
feet,
attacks
build,
and yeah.
initiating the attacks exactly. See, a goalkeeper is just like a joker. Also, if he wants to delay, he will delay. If he wants to double up the game, if he wants to speed up the game, he will speed it up. So the goalkeeper can do both the things. And initiating the attack. Playing from behind, playing from the goalkeeper is what nowadays every coach will want.
Yeah.
This is
So
what
goalkeeper position
how
is just not about saving goals at the moment. Like it's
yes,
a lot more.
exactly.
And how has the training sessions changed? Like from when you started, like back when you were like 10, 11, and now? Has the training changed? Like there's more emphasis on ball playing, and how has that changed?
Yes, yes, very much. First of all, it was a good question, Abhishek. When I was goalkeeping, the coach used to just come and used to like boom, 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 मारो shot goalkeeper के ऊपर वो पकड़ना चाहिए goalkeeper ने. You need to just catch the ball, come what may.
Yeah.
But the real technique, the real training was not supposed. It's not all about catching. You need to first give confidence to the goalkeeper. First, before giving confidence to the goalkeeper, you need to have a good warm up, not just running here and there back and forth moving zigzag and all. You need to understand like how you need to warm your muscles up, how you need to stretch them and all, everything, the proper technique of stretching, collection of the ball, understanding the situation, what the session is going to be all about. So now if the head coach is going to work on the crossing and finishing, you need to work according to that. So now if I am the goalkeeping coach and my coach tells me, okay, Mihir, we are going to be doing on crossing and finishing. So now
Okay.
what am I supposed to warm them up for? Crossing and finishing. So crossing
Okay.
and finishing, how do we start for crossing and finishing? First thing, okay, a little bit of light jumps. Before that, a little bit of movement with the ball, without ball, then the dynamics, the statics and all. Then when the body is warm, then you need to go in with the jumps a little bit. Then then the first like initial stages from the 6 yard box into jumping and all, crossing and all, everything you can work on that. And then with from the crosses from far ends, from the angular ends and all, and so on. And then we go into the tactical session.
All right. So
So it is
how
all
how do you
divided into.
involve? Yes.
So it is
Go ahead. Go
the
ahead.
training
Please go
session
ahead.
is divided into 4 sessions. So first thing is the
All right.
warm up, second thing is the
Yeah.
technical session, third thing is the tactical session, and the fourth is the what do you say, the gameplay. Okay, and the fifth
All
one
right.
is the cooling down, as it is
So that's really
mandatory.
important.
That is the
Yes.
most important session. Yes.
Also, that's like a lot of things that a lot of insights that I got to know now. Like I was there with the players, but then at that time I didn't catch all of this. But like, thanks, man, for all the the insights. And
Pleasure,
of course,
pleasure.
there is someone who's has some good things to say about it. That's Akash. Coach, you are so humble. That's great. Anyway, congratulations. Stay safe.
Thank you, Akash.
It
Thank you.
seems the followers of this page actually find you very interesting and like you, man.
Pleasure, pleasure. It's
That
all God's grace.
all right, man. Thanks a lot for being here in the podcast. I told you like it's going to be about 45 minutes, but then we have already crossed the hour mark,
Yeah, it's just like a football match.
and
Yeah, 1 hour 26 minutes.
yeah, yes,
4 minutes,
it's
three
it's
and a
it's
half, three
like
minutes for final whistle.
yes. No, it's not 3 minutes, man. It's like
1 hour
seven minutes
30
more to
minutes,
go
no?
for
Oh,
1 hour. Okay, yeah. In that sense, yeah, definitely. So, man, thank you
yeah.
for coming on the podcast. It's like the first episode of this new show of Sports Frequency. So, uh, thanks, man. And like, if you have anything to say to the like followers, something to inspire the young generation of footballers or goalkeepers, please go ahead.
Okay, guys. It's not just for the goalkeepers, but for all the other players. Please keep the 3 Ds in mind, like dedication, determination, and discipline. So if you have these 3 Ds in your mind, and if you are focused, I mean, the sky is the limit for you. And I would always say just keep your focus high, and Even if you're injured, please do not keep your heads down. Always have your heads high and start your like whatever the doctor says, rehab and all. So it's all, and believe it. First thing is believe in God. That's all, and everything will be unto you. Okay, that's
Yes.
all I will say. Keep your focus, and God bless you all, and thank you so much.
Thank you, man, for coming on this show. Like we did like bond really well in the I League, and when I said like, would you like to come? Like he was like very interested and said like, bro, yes, definitely, I'm going to come. And thank you for inaugurating the show. You're the first guest of this particular little show that we have. Uh, Thanks a lot, and I hope you're doing well. You recently recovered from COVID. You look fresh now. It's
Oh, thank you
very
so
good.
much. Yeah,
Uh,
it's all. I mean, it was a real difficult 10, 12 days for me. I mean, I was just in my bed, just sleeping, and my fever was coming up, going down, and my cough was really, really, really bad. I was like,
yeah.
I couldn't even breathe that time. But still, I mean, it was all God's grace that I did not have to go on the ventilator, or would not have been given any oxygen
Exactly. Like
cylinder.
most of the people are suffering that fate, man. That's really pathetic. I know a few people, like close, like friends, relatives. So they are
Yeah.
suffering. Like really, I was tense when I heard that you have been infected, but then you look fresh, like you look ready to play, man. Just like the
Yeah,
lockdown and this
I
COVID
started
shit
I started
go.
training yesterday. I started training yesterday, and we have a small place outside the house. So just got
Okay,
a few markers and just did some agility exercises and all. And I just did it for like a small 30-minute session because I mean I was like I started panting, so I need to work
okay.
out more now.
Definitely after like recovering from COVID, if you run even like what 500 meters, you start like feeling it.
Yes,
So
yes, very
anyway,
much.
guy, man, thank you. I hope we'll have you in this show even more. Like the what I saw in the comment section is people want to know more about the goalkeeping aspects, which it's like in one video or one live session, it's too much to like explain. But maybe we'll have another session with you,
Sure, it will be a
with
pleasure. It will be a pleasure.
explaining all the aspects and like giving them a certain kind of workshop for the viewers. So thank you, man. Like hope to have you here again, and stay
Yes, it
safe
will be a
and like
pleasure.
keep inspiring people. And hopefully I'll see you in the next I League or any other tournament if it
Sure,
happens.
sure, sure. Yeah, or if at all, if I come down to Calcutta or something, we can surely.
Absolutely. If you come to
Yeah,
Calcutta, you just give me a call. We'll catch up. I'll help you like
and
roam around the city. I'll show you places.
yeah, sure, sure. That'll be great. That'll be
All
great.
right.
Yes, thanks,
All right,
Abhishek. Thank you
Mihir.
for having me on the
I'll see
show.
you. Absolutely. It's a pleasure is all mine.
Yeah, take care. Take care. God bless.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. So that was Mihir Sawant, and we have more live sessions lined up for you. That is, we have tomorrow we have Harun Amiri coming to our show at 5 p.m. And for viewers in Afghanistan, it's 4 p.m. So be sure to tune in at 5 p.m. Don't forget and make sure you're there. We have a brilliant session lined up. So he's an Afghanistan international. He has played for Real Kashmir in this season, and he's a really good, like a good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. So we'll have a good fun session, and he's a really fun guy, and you'll get to know a lot about him. So just keep following our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram handles to stay updated on all kinds of updates, news, and what we do. So thank you guys for being a part of the first episode of the Sports Frequency, and we promise to bring you more of this and more of these live sessions, full of insights and full of uh, uh, like how the pros go about how things are in the professional sports world. So we pledge and promise to do that. And of course, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends. And also, we'll release the clips part by part for the people who missed. So that's about it, guys. And please stay safe. Don't go out. Like watch our live sessions. And as we like bring this to you, like having an entertaining session. As people can't go out, even I can't go out. See those balls. They're still there, but I'm not being able to play. So that hurts me. But then I'm interacting with people who are also in the same situation as I am. So gives me peace to do this. And of course, I hope it gives you some sort of motivation, brings you some sort of entertainment in this like bad and like crappy situation that we are all dealing with. So I feel we can deal with it together, and we'll beat the shit out of COVID. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and stay